Hello everyone, these are the materials we're going to be using to make the crochet potted plant. To start, make a magic circle and chain 1. I'm going to be counting this knot as my chain 1. Work 8 single crochet into the magic circle. After making those 8 single crochet, go ahead and close the magic circle now. For this next round, we're going to be increasing, so into each of those 8 stitches, place 2 single crochet into each of them. Continue working those increases into each of the stitches, and then once you're at the end, you should have a total of 16 stitches. On to the next round, we're going to start by making 1 single crochet into that first stitch. Into the second stitch, place 2 single crochet. Repeat this pattern of 1 single crochet and then increasing on the next stitch by placing 2 single crochet into the same stitch. Do this all around, and once you're at the end, you should have a total of 24 stitches. For this round, we're going to be working 1 single crochet into those 2 stitches. And then on the third stitch, we're going to be increasing. Continue this pattern of working 1 single crochet in 1 stitch, another single crochet into the next stitch, and increasing on the third stitch for a total of 32 stitches at the end. Moving on to the next round, all we're going to be doing is place 1 single crochet into each of those 32 stitches. Also, you can go ahead and weave in that yarn tail. For the next 2 rounds, we're going to be working single crochet in the back loop only. So this is the front loop and here is the back loop. Pick up the back loop only and work that single crochet. After working those 2 rounds of single crochet in the back loop only, for the next 3 rounds, we're going to be working 1 single crochet through the stitch like normal. Once those 3 rounds of single crochet is completed, for the next round, we're going to be working some decreases. Go ahead and work 1 single crochet into those 2 stitches. Now we're going to be working a decrease. Insert your hook into the next 2 stitches and pull up a loop. Once that is done, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Continue the pattern of working 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches, and then on the 3rd stitch, go ahead and make that decrease. To decrease, insert your hook into the stitch and pull up a loop. Insert your hook into the next stitch and pull up a loop. You should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. After you're through with working this round, you should have a total of 24 stitches. For this round, all we're going to be doing is working 1 single crochet all around, and you should still have a total of 24 at the end. On to the next round, we're going to be working with decreases. So to start, make 1 single crochet into that 1st stitch, and then on the 2nd stitch, we're going to be decreasing. Work 1 single crochet and then a decrease after all around for a total of 16 at the end. On to the next round, just make 1 single crochet into each stitch all around. At the end of this round, we're going to be slip stitching into the same stitch that we made that last single crochet in, and then go ahead and make a chain of 61. After making that chain, cut the yarn, leaving a little yarn tail to sew it down later. Now the plant pot is completed and we're going to move on to making the soil. For the soil, we're going to start by making a magic circle and then a chain 1. I'm going to count my knot as my chain 1. Work 8 single crochet into that magic circle. At the end of the round, close the magic circle. For the next round, we're going to be working 2 single crochet into each stitch for a total of 16 at the end. Once you're through with that, chain 1 at the end and cut your yarn, leaving a little yarn tail. Now we're gonna be making the plant. Make a slip knot and chain 40. After chaining 40, add an additional chain of 3. Into the 4th chain, go ahead and make a slip stitch, then chain 3 and work a slip stitch back into that stitch that we just slip stitched in. Chain 3 again and slip stitch into that same stitch. Place a slip stitch into the following chain. Follow the pattern on the screen, chain 3 and then slip stitch into the following chain. Chain 3 again and slip stitch into that same chain. Make another chain 3 and go ahead and slip stitch into that same chain. Into the next chain, make a slip stitch. Then go ahead and chain 3 and slip stitch into the following chain. Chain 3 once more, slip stitch into that same chain space, and then do it again, chain 3 and slip stitch into that same chain. After making those chains, slip stitch into the next chain space. Repeat the pattern on the screen until you have around 5 stitches remaining. Once you have a few stitches remaining, it doesn't have to be 5. Go ahead and slip stitch into them. After working into that last chain, go ahead and chain 40. Repeat the pattern on the screen to make as many of the plant as you'd like. At the end, chain 1 and cut the yarn, leaving a little yarn tail. Weave in the yarn tail that formed from the slip knots we made earlier. Thread the yarn that you left earlier, and we're gonna be folding the plant in half and sewing both sides together. Once that is done, we're going to be sewing the plant onto the soil. So however you know best, secure that down. Once you have that secured, go ahead and just weave in the yarn tail. Next, we're gonna be stuffing the pot. Thread the yarn from the soil, and what we're going to be doing now is securing the soil onto the pot. Get both pieces into alignment, and as best as possible, just sew the stitches that are in line together with each other all around. Once you have the soil secured, just go ahead and weave in the yarn tail. Lastly, just go ahead and secure the chain down onto the opposite side. After you have it secured to your liking, weave in the yarn tail. Here we have the final result for the crochet potted plant. I hope this tutorial was helpful and thank you for watching.